Hi, I'm Bex from Social Media Executive, and I train businesses how to effectively use social media to generate new leads. And today I'm going to be going over the new Facebook layout because I know it's baffled a lot of people recently. They've got a whole new layout, and I'm going to be showing you the new features, where everything is, and what's disappeared. So watch this space. Please do make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm live every Monday at 12:30, sharing lots of top tips and advice on social media. So please do press the subscribe button. It's free after all. So the first question is, why on earth has Facebook changed its layout? Okay. People are like, oh, why change? We don't always embrace change. But the main reasons why Facebook has changed the layout is one, because it's making it faster. Facebook has implemented so many new features recently that it was just getting slower and slower and slower. They were trying to cram too much into that application. So they've created a new interface, which not only looks better, but it also looks more like your mobile phone. So they're both beginning to look a little bit more similar now. And it's also been able to integrate more Instagram features. As Facebook owns Instagram, we've been able to see more new Instagram integrations coming into the new layout. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump in to the new layout, and I'm going to show you a few comparisons of the changes. So I'm just going to share my screen. Okay, here we are in the old view that we all know and love. So this is how our Facebook pages normally look on the old layout. So as you can see, we've got this blue bar along the top. Now that blue bar is disappearing. Okay, we've got all our settings and things along the top that we know where to find everything. Our tabs for our page are down the side. And basically, I'm not going to show you any more on this because you all know how this works. But basically, this layout is now changed to this layout. Okay, we've lost that blue bar across the top. Yeah, it's also quite different is the layout. So all of a sudden, we've got our settings that used to be along the top here when we came into our page. Our settings are now down the side here, and I'm going to run through those in a minute for you. Okay. So along the top here, we have our home page, and now it doesn't matter where you are on Facebook, this navigation remains the same. So here we have our home page, and if you click that, that takes you to your news feed. The flag is basically, it'll take you to all the pages that you manage. We have a new watch feature, which is basically videos. Facebook are trying to encourage more video usage, and they've put all videos in one place, and it'll recommend other videos that you might want to watch. We've got Facebook Marketplace here, which is where you buy and sell everything. And then we've got groups. One of the main reasons for this change is Facebook is massively trying to promote groups. That's the way Facebook is going, is using groups. So there's many more features in there with regards to groups that can be really beneficial to your business page. Again, I'm not going to run through those today. If you need any help with groups, just let me know. I have online course that's available, as well as one-to-one help and support if you need it. Okay, so this is just, again, you've got your notifications here. If you want to create a post or an ad here or a new page, your notifications. These are your notifications for your personal feed, okay? These are not your business notifications. Now, another new feature that they've got as well is they're offering light and dark mode. So if we click this drop down arrow, normally you would be able to access your business page from here and your business manager page from here. That's no longer available. You have to go through to get to your pages and go through this flag feature. But one of the new features, a bit like for those of you that use Twitter, we've now got a dark and a light mode. So by pressing this button here, we can toggle on and make the layout and the way our page looks completely different. Okay, so you can toggle between that. Personally, I find it easier to read in the white layout rather than the black. Okay, so the other changes that we have is along the side here. I'm just going to show you. Along the side here is all our settings for our page along the left hand side. Now if I toggle back to the old layout, they're actually along the top. Okay, so these ones along the top are now down the side here. Okay, now you do have the option to switch back if you want to the old layout, but only for 48 hours. And again, I don't know how long that's going to be available. I think by October, this option will disappear. It used to be down here. Now they've moved it over here. Okay, so let's just run through some of these. So these are the settings now down here. Again, you click to your home feed and this is here. We have the ad center down here. Now this ad center has got many more features available. For those of you that regularly use ads in the Facebook ads platform, this is not the Facebook ads platform. This is just a basic way of boosting your post, but there's a whole lot more features than it had before in the ad center on your Facebook page originally. So you've got lots more options in this. And again, if you need help with Facebook advertising, please do give me a shout. I can help you with that. Generally speaking, boosting posts is a bit of a waste of money. So I would always recommend you using the ads platform rather than just boosting a post. We have our inbox here. So again, this is inbox for our business. Yeah, this is not for our inbox personally. This messenger is for us personally. This inbox is just for our business. Now, if we click on this inbox, you will see that all of a sudden we've got Instagram Direct. Okay, so again, we've got a lot more features here now to integrate your Instagram messages. So for those of you that do have Instagram accounts, do make sure your page is linked to your Instagram because you can pick your messages up from here now. Okay, so from here, to get back to your page, we're just going to click back here where it says Social Media Executive. That's going to bring us back to the home page. Okay, now scrolling down, we've got events. Now again, the events have got a nice new layout. So in the events tab, it's going to give you a lot more data about your events. You can toggle between the last 365 days or the last 28 days. And then scrolling down, it's going to give you a nice list of your events. Facebook is giving a lot of love to events. It's really trying to promote events on Facebook. You can link it now to your Eventbrite account. Much more features and options. People can buy tickets directly on Facebook without actually having to leave and go on to Eventbrite to get your tickets. So again, events are becoming a big thing on Facebook. There's a whole variety of resources and tools that are available here that Facebook offer with help and advice. And now we've got a new appointments tab. Now the appointments tab is brilliant because now you can actually link straight into your diary without having to add a plugin. So now I know a lot of you create bookings and appointments on Facebook using various plugins. You don't need to do that. You can actually link straight to your calendar now as well. So that makes it a little easier for those that are not quite as IT literate as others. Your notifications sit down here and your insights. Please do regularly check your insights. It's going to give you a whole host of information about your business page, and there's loads you can do with these insights. And again, if you need help with this, I run through all this information on my online Facebook course, which if you stay to the end, I've got an exciting announcement about that as well at the end of this video. Now, for those of you who likes scheduling your posts. Again, all the publishing tools are here. So to help you manage all your content and schedule your posts, again, it's all in this bit. So that's not really changed massively. You've got your page quality standard. Then if you want to edit your page info, you can do this on this bit here. Then the final one is your settings. And again, a lot of these settings are actually very similar. However, things like post attribution has disappeared. So there are a certain number of elements here that have disappeared. So if you go in and you think, oh, where's that gone? That's because it's been removed. It's not necessary anymore. Now again, if you don't know what all these settings do, then you do need to know what all these settings do. I'm not going to run through them today because we haven't got time, but there's loads of information here that if you're not familiar with, then really it's really important. If you want to have a successful Facebook business page, you do really need to know what these settings are. Like I said, all this is covered in my online course, or I'm happy to work with you on a one-to-one basis. But yeah, so this has changed, and hopefully the majority of you will be familiar with what everything does here. I'm just going to jump back to my page. So those are where most of the information is there. Again, some new, some have disappeared, but they're all there. So they're no longer along the top. Okay, so moving over to our page then, what kind of changes have we made to our page? Well, if we just jump back into the old mode, again, it looks slightly different. So we've got the tabs here down the left, whereas now on the new version, they are along here, okay? We've got kind of this summary box, if we scroll down, just here, whereas on the new version, this summary box now is on the left rather than the right. And there is different information as well that's available, okay? So again, our name is now next to our profile picture. And also we've got this here. So as well as our username, we've also got our business sector. And again, if you don't know how to add your business sector, it's all covered in my online course. So we've got this, which again, a very useful addition to our page. People, as soon as they jump onto our page, know what services we provide. So the tabs along here can be changed, okay? We've now got an edit tabs section here. The edit tabs section can also be done on the left-hand side in the settings, where normally it would be done, but we can actually jump in here and edit the tabs because you can add, remove, and change the order of these tabs, okay? So now we've got this option to do that here as well, which makes it a lot easier. Now, the difference to be aware of is that normally these tabs here, the order of these tabs, would influence the order that they showed up here in this section. As you can see, if we look at the old version, we've got home, events, services, and about. So you see events is right at the top because I want to promote my events. I want it to come to the top. So in the old version, because I put that tab at the top, actually the first thing people see on my page are my events. Now that's not the case in the new version. The new version shows your about section and then your photos and your videos. So the layout is slightly different. You don't have quite as much control over that as you used to have. Another good feature that I quite like about the business pages is that no longer do we have this distraction of people down the right, our friends who might be active on Facebook, sending messages, etc., etc. None of that is here anymore with our Facebook business pages. Now, I personally think this is a great addition because if I'm working on my business page, I don't want to be distracted. So we haven't got those distractions anymore, which I think is great. The other option is prominently, we've got this button here where you can view as a visitor. So often when you're on your page, you can kind of get a little bit confused about what your page looks like to your visitors. So now we can quickly just click this button here and it will show you what your page looks like to a visiting company. Okay. So again, we've got all this information here, our email addresses, our internet, our service sector, lots of really useful information. To exit, we just click exit view as here. Now, there is one big thing missing on our pages, and I don't know if anyone has noticed, but that one big thing that is missing is our story. And I don't mean Facebook stories that pop up for 24 hours and disappear. This is what I mean. So in the old version, we had a lovely prominent picture with a little bit of more information that we could share about our business, okay? And this was great because we could put links to our website, providing a whole host of more information, and it prominently sat at the top of our page. Now, in the new version, this has unfortunately disappeared. So no longer do we have that story. So what I would recommend is for those that have written that great story, make sure you've got the information saved on your computer. Otherwise, when you revert to the new version, you're potentially losing that fantastic summary of what your business is about. But personally, I was a bit disappointed that element had left. However, to make up for that, we have got a lot more options with our call to action button here. So when we click this call to action button and click edit button, all of a sudden we have got a whole host of options. Some that were there before, but some new ones as well. So this is really great because it can be really bespoke now to your Facebook business page. There are new additions. If you're a games developer, you can invite them to play games. If you've got groups, you can invite them to come to your group, okay? View your shop. Now, View Your Shop has been available before, and I'll come on to shops in a minute. But there are a whole new host of new features that you need to have a look at. Things like your gift card now. Facebook has made it available to sell gift vouchers through your Facebook pages. You never were allowed to do that through Facebook before, but now they've actually got a feature in there to help you do it. So again, it really is helping businesses to really make the most of their page. One thing to double check with your page is if you do have a shop, and hopefully, you've got your shop linked to your Instagram page as well, do check in your More button that your shop is live. Again, I've been working with a few clients where the shop button has disappeared and we've had to reactivate it. So please do check that your shop is there. After all, we are here to sell our services. As you can see, there's a lot of things that have changed, but personally, I think this whole new layout is a much cleaner and easier to navigate, and it's certainly quicker. So actually, now I've been using it for a few weeks, I really do quite like the new layout. But there is an awful lot to it. I've covered a lot today, done a whistle-stop tour of Facebook for you. And again, if there's any information that I've covered today that you weren't sure of, you didn't know about, you weren't sure of the analytics, then don't worry, I can help you with that. So as you can see, the changes are there for our benefit. Facebook is a fantastic marketing tool. And if we use it in the right way, we can really can generate more business. But using it in the right way is absolutely the key term here, because a lot of people, a lot of businesses I work with don't use it in the right way. If you're not getting business every week from your Facebook page, if you're not getting business inquiries, then you're not using it in the right way. So if you're not getting regular business inquiries, please do consider doing my course, because I am here to help and I genuinely want to help you all. I've had fantastic reviews from people who have done my online course, and I'm just going to run through and give you an idea of the impact it's had on one business that has done this course, who've had a phenomenal success from their Facebook page. So Tony from the Last Post Pub in Ripponden completed my course in June, and as you can see, these are the results of what he achieved. He did my course in June, and look at the difference. He's been absolutely blown away. Post engagements went up by 3,800%. Post reach went up by 13,000 people. And he managed to fill his pub on the day that he opened. And here's a little review from Tony.
Hello, I just want to say a big thank you to the social media expert. Found you online and I used your modules in my own time to grow my business. I've got a pub in a small village in Ripponden. Using all your techniques and everything was fantastic, because it has brought more people into the bar, it's made it busier. I've been able to expand on the business. I've opened another floor to it, and it's just working very well just for doing what you told me to do on your modules and your course. Thank you very much.
So that was Tony, and I was really blown away about that review that he sent me. It really did make my day. So again, I'm going to share with you now an exclusive code to get £100 off my course whilst I'm re-recording it. So all you need to do is go onto my webpage and click on online courses and scroll down and just click enroll in course. The course is all online. You do it in your own pace, in your own time. There's over 35 video tutorials that take you through engagement, creating fantastic content, helping to grow your Facebook page, how to analyze it, looking at all the data. It really will help you to navigate your page and make it a fantastic success. Thanks for watching today, and please do subscribe to my YouTube channel where I share videos every Monday. And please don't forget to give me a like. Thanks guys, I'll see you later.